The new 2026 Honda CBR 1000RR just dropped, and if you think you've seen fast before, think again, because this machine is about to embarrass everything you believed a leader bike could do. Craze is diving straight into what makes this next-gen CBR a monster on wheels. And by the end, you'll know exactly why riders and rivals are already calling it the new king of aggression and precision. Honda didn't come to tweak the old model, they came to rewrite it. The first thing you notice is the redesigned aerodynamic body. They've sharpened the fairings and integrated winglets that aren't just for show. They're sculpted to give you downforce at high speeds without sacrificing agility in the corners. The front feels sleeker, slimmer, and built to punch the wind like a missile. Honda clearly took notes from its MotoGP machines and applied that DNA directly to this road-legal beast. The LED lighting is more aggressive and compact, giving the bike a serious predator look when it appears in the mirror of any unlucky rider ahead. Under that body sits an updated 999 cubic centimeters inline-four engine that Honda tuned for an even more responsive throttle. The power delivery feels immediate and violent in the best possible way, but with a smoothness only Honda manages to balance. Riders are reporting a noticeable gain in mid-range torque, making those overtakes and corner exits feel effortless. Rumors put the power north of 215 horsepower, and while Honda hasn't bragged with official numbers yet, everything about its setup screams supremacy. Even the exhaust system has been lightened and reshaped to improve airflow and give that signature Honda roar a deeper tone without breaking street regulations. Electronics have taken a serious step forward on this 2026 model. Honda's new ride-by-wire system connects to a refined traction control package, wheelie control, engine braking management, and launch control. Everything can be adjusted through the updated TFT display, which is now brighter, crisper, and easier to navigate mid-ride. The user interface looks inspired by their race dashboards, giving the rider performance data without clutter or confusion. You can flip through riding modes that completely transform the mood of the bike. Track mode unleashes full fury, while street mode tones down the insanity just enough to keep your license. The chassis has been stiffened in critical areas while reducing weight where possible. The revised aluminum frame gives the rider more feedback, especially during high lean angles. Honda tweaked the swingarm and improved rigidity to stabilize the bike under brutal acceleration. Suspension is where things get exciting. They equipped the new CBR with upgraded Showa electronically adjustable forks and a rear shock that constantly adapts to road conditions. Whether you're on a twisty mountain route or a smooth highway blast, the balance between comfort and performance is sharply tuned. Braking is handled by Brembo Stylema calipers paired with larger rotors and refined ABS designed to stay out of your way unless you need it. The stopping power matches the engine's aggression, giving riders confidence to push harder without worrying about brake fade or sketchy stops. Lightweight wheels and sticky performance tires complete a setup ready for track days without any aftermarket upgrades. Comfort hasn't been ignored. Honda reshaped the seat and adjusted the peg positions just slightly to reduce fatigue on longer rides. The handlebars sit at a sweet spot between race focus and road practicality. Even the fuel tank has been sculpted for better grip with the legs, especially when hanging off the side in fast corners. One of the standout details is how connected everything feels. Nothing is overly dramatic or unnecessarily complicated. It's engineered like a pure rider's machine, sharp but controllable, wild but intelligent. It doesn't try to copy rivals. It reminds them who's been leading this category for decades. The 2026 CBR 1000RR doesn't shout about being flashy. It proves itself the moment the clutch drops. Honda also focused on weight reduction, using more lightweight materials in the subframe and fairings. The result is a bike that feels quicker on direction changes and more responsive when you flick it through tight sections. Even at high speeds, riders say it remains planted and stable without that nervous twitch some superbikes suffer from. The color options mix classic Honda racing heritage with modern stealth tones. Expect iconic red and white liveries alongside matte blacks and metallic finishes that emphasize the bike's sculpted lines. Every inch of it looks purpose-built, and if you park it next to last year's model, the difference hits instantly. With emissions getting stricter and performance expectations rising, Honda clearly aimed to silence doubters by proving a leader bike can still evolve without losing soul. The 2026 Honda CBR 1000RR is not a mild upgrade. It's a full declaration. It's fast, it's fierce, and it's built for riders who don't settle for almost. Craze will keep digging deeper into real-world test impressions and comparisons. But one thing is already obvious. This machine just raised the bar again.